Welcome to this week's stream. We are jumping in to ESO. We are going to be doing some questing in Sentinel. That is the plan. Right, let's move over. There we go.
Tuwaka smiles upon you this day, Wayfarer, for you are not caught in the calamity. By any chance, do you have experience dealing with the dead?
Yeah? How much do you need? I've dealt with zombies, I've dealt with skeletons. I was dead for a bit, that was interesting. Went to Cold Harbor. It's not Soul Harbor, Cold Harbor. I got back to life, you know, I got better. But yeah, I have a bit of experience with the dead, yeah.
Surely it is fate or the mighty hand of Ruptka that has steered you to our shores then, Wayfarer. The great King Baharajad has need of the aid of those with knowledge such as yours.
Cool. So, how can I help? What can I do?
Please visit the throne of the king at the heart of the sun-drenched Sentinel. Your audience would do him well in this time of great need.
Cool. I will search out King Baharajad. Baharajad. Is that a little monkey?
Ah! Don't even think about it. If you try to pick me up and give me a kiss, I'll bite your nose off. Ah! Ah! I may look like a monkey, but I'm not a monkey, and I'm done being treated this way.
Okay, then what are you?
I'm an orc. It's true. I just got cheated by this damn Bandari potion maker. She sold me a potion that turned me into this. A puny little monkey.
You don't seem that happy about that.
Of course not. Listen, you have to help me. You have to find that wench and make her change me back. It was the Khajiit potion maker, Unishi. She's in the tavern. Please, you have to.
Fine, I'll help you out.
What is your dream? You want to be stronger, smarter, faster? For the right price, Unishi will make your dreams come true.
I like your hat, but I'm here about the orc that you turned into a monkey.
Not again. Tell me he doesn't want a refund. Why do so many ask, and then when Unishi gives, they change their minds?
Wait, are you telling me he asked to be a monkey?
In a manner of speaking, yes. He complained about feeling like an outcast here in Sentinel. He wanted to be faster and nimbler and to feel like he fit in. What does that sound like? It sounds like a monkey to Unishi.
That is a fair point. But he's unhappy. Will you change him back?
This is not fair. Ingredients cost money. Unishi cannot afford to give away free potions. How about this? You want to help the monkey? You help Unishi, and she will do what you ask.
Fair enough. How can I be of service?
Unishi has just finished preparing 2 potions for other buyers in town. Deliver them, and we have a deal. One goes to a woman named Daria, and the other to a man named Urwad. This one will mark their houses on your map. Make it easy for you.
Okie doke, I will be your delivery person. Yep. BRB.
Where is she? I bet that damned cat swindled me. I should have trusted my mother. Magic is no good.
Look, if you're talking about the potion maker, I'm here to deliver her potion.
It's about time. Hand it over. She promised me my hair would grow back, that I would have hundreds of children. This better work.
I mean, it's gonna be something like, what is a hairy animal that has lots of animals? I mean, you're gonna be a rabbit. Yeah, rabbit life.
I don't feel so good.
What is this rat doing in here? Get
Now,
out, you
stop!
damn thing.
How dare you!
You're not getting away that easily.
Another happy customer.
What is it? My husband has just returned home from the tavern. He is very hungry. If I don't prepare his dinner quickly, well, I simply do not have time to chat right now.
I'm just here with your potion delivery, love.
Oh, praise Zet. I've waited so long. I asked Unishi to make me a potion that will make my husband kind and loyal. I hope it works. Oh yes, Unishi told me exactly what to expect, and I think it's going to be wonderful.
Fair enough, it's all yours.
Where is my meal, woman?
You're a bit of a sexist dickhead, aren't you?
I hope this works.
It's about time. This better be good. This tastes different than usual. What? What to me? You witch!
Are you happy with this, or...?
Quiet down, Farhad, and sit. There. Good dog. From now on, if you want a biscuit, we are going to have some new rules.
I have a feeling I'm not going to like this.
Isn't he cute? We're going to be closer than ever now.
I mean, this does mean that you're married to a dog. Hello, Unishi.
Pleased to see you again. You have made the deliveries to this one's clients, yes?
Yep, one's a rat, one's a dog.
Unishi gives people what they want and nothing more. You have done the same for me. So here, take this to that silly monkey. It will return him to the miserable existence he had before.
I can pay you for it if you want, but you're not asking for money, so... Thank you, goodbye. Have a lovely life turning people into rats and dogs.
Oh, am I ever glad to see you again. Do you have a banana? I mean, do you have a potion to change me back?
I can get you a banana. If you really want a banana, I'll get you a banana. Anyway, yeah, this potion should do the trick, boo.
Bollocks Nethers! It sure will feel good to be myself again. Last time I ever do business with a Pandari.
I know, I like her potions.
Free! Meet me at the tavern. I'll buy you a drink.
Fair enough, let's go get a drink. You are naked, sir.
There you are! Say,
You got dressed.
drink. I'm afraid I spent my last gold on this one. Maybe next time.
Dickhead. Promise me a drink! Okay, one thing I want to see. Right, how much is this? And can I buy it with in-game money? Because I don't know what to spend my bloody money on. That's a problem I don't have in real life. Luna Rose, you were here like half an hour ago, maybe not even that, and you literally copy and pasted the same message in the chat. Like, starting to catch on to you there, Luna Rose. Purchase options. Let's go and have a look at this. Furnished, eh? So you can buy it with, holy shit. I didn't know you could use in-game money. That's actually quite cool. Holy moly. Holy moly coly. Let's decorate our house with the little bit of furniture I've got. I've got a table. I can put that there. I can take you on the table, so that's nice. I can put how to scribe. There, we can have a little reptile thing. My little turtle buddy. And of course, my bunk beds. How can I not have my bunk beds? This way I can have friends over. There we go. Is there anything else? I mean, I have this thing. Suppose I might as well put it there. Got nowhere else to put it, have I? And of course... Oh my god, it's massive! Okay, I'm gonna have to buy a bigger place for that. But hey, I do have a phone. Okay, you stay here, guard the place. Armsman. I'm not seeing any bag upgradey merchant person thing. Oh, my stream's going well. This is a great game. I would highly recommend it.
Take your time and browse my...
Level worker. No, I don't want any of this. I want to upgrade my bag. Well, I do want to repair, actually. Repair all. Thank you. Oh, I played the Ebonheart Pact. I'm currently in the Daggerfall Covenant area, but you know, I'm just sort of exploring the area. And so, I recently played The Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. I finished it, actually. I've got a review up on my website. You know, not to boast, but mothgaming.co.uk. Little bit of self-promotion doesn't hurt now and again. But, I like all the alliances, maybe besides the Altmiri Dominion. Thank you, Brain. Favourite part 1 or 2? Are you talking about the mainline series? I think the Ebonheart Pact is my favourite because I've always had a fondness for the beast folk, the beast races, Khajiit and Argonians. And I've been enjoying learning a lot more about Argonian culture and all that. And I've been reading the lore books, which I've purchased. They're good. Learning a lot about them. The Khajiit I already knew quite a bit about, but, you know, I love them. They're probably... I think elsewhere, the Stitches is my favourite area in this game. I love that, like, a town overhanging... Oh, the Elder Scrolls Part 1. So that'd be Arena or Daggerfall. I mean... I haven't beaten Arena. I've beaten Daggerfall. I haven't beaten Arena yet. I do plan on beating it, but I got stuck in the opening dungeon for like an hour. This is the tutorial dungeon. I mean, it's a game from 1994, okay? Like, fair enough. It's an old game, but I play old games quite a bit. I'm quite used to them. I consider myself somewhat of a retro gamer. And Arena... It seems as wide as an ocean and as deep as a puddle. Like, you can go anywhere in all of Tamriel, which is really cool, but you can't really do anything in any of them places. My plan, I'm currently studying English literature and creative writing, and I have 2 plans that I'm hoping I can do side by side. One of my plans is I want to be an author. I love writing, I love reading, I love fictional worlds. I want to have my own fictional world, which I can add to and contribute to in a sort of official capacity. That's been a dream of mine for a long time. I love writing fan fiction, but it's never official, if you know what I mean. Like, I can write anything I want about the Elder Scrolls, and it's great. I love reading fanfiction. Honestly, some of the ideas people have if you read these fanfictions, you're like, Jesus Christ, this is amazing. Like, genuinely, mad talent. And then you read some of them and they're the Elder Scrolls coda. Jesus. If you don't know what the Elder Scrolls coda is, oh my god, just genuinely don't read it. It's by a madman. And my other plan, which I plan to do while also writing and self-publishing my novels, is I want to get a PhD in or a doctorate of the arts in English literature. I want to basically to analyze how novels, fantasy and fiction has helped the queer community express themselves over, like, you know, the years. Because there's so much of that, so much of queer history is tied in with fictional stories. I mean, so much of human history is. It's fascinating. But for a lot, like, fictional worlds, whether it be films, comics,
With all respect, Your Majesty, this proves
I'll talk in a second.
well-founded.
Because of a lot of history, especially in the West, I'm not that knowledgeable about other parts of the world, but I would do research into this, like actual research if I was doing a PhD. And it's something I'd love to you know, have the like ability to research properly for a PhD. But like whether it's films, comics, novels, TV shows, just zines, the queer community has often not been able to talk about themselves directly, so they've used fiction to talk about themselves. And that's genuinely an interesting thing. But yeah, you look at the film Rebecca, like it's a story about a lesbian woman basically, and it's hidden in the guise of a murder mystery. You look at Frankenstein, the Universal horror adaptation, not the original novel. The original novel's a bit different. It's a different plotline. They changed the writing. But if you look at the Universal horror version of Frankenstein, both Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, if you take them as one big film, then it's a story about two men, Victor and Henry, who work very closely together and are very intimate with each other, and they create unnatural life with this unnatural relationship. And this child of theirs, this Adam, is viewed as monstrous to the world. And even though it's innocent in itself, because it was born from an unnatural relationship, it itself must be destroyed. And Victor and Henry are both given the chance to repent and have a conventional relationship. But they don't. Frankenstein, the doctor, he does repent. He gives up his relationship with his lab partner and marries his wife. And he is allowed to live at the end of the film because he repents his unnatural relationship with Henry. Henry, on the other hand, does not. And he ends up perishing with his child. And that's how the story ends. And that is a story about two gay parents hidden in a narrative about a monster being created in a lab. And there's so much of this throughout history. If you look at one of my favourite novels I've read in the last 5 years, Alien into Charybdis by Alex White. Highly recommend. It's a follow-up to Alex White's previous Alien novel, Alien the Cold Forge, again by Alex White. Would recommend that one as well. They follow this character called Blue Marcellus. And now Blue Marcellus is a non-binary character. And they end up, basically, because they can't get out of their body and they're trapped in their body, they end up transforming themselves into a sexless, genderless alien, a xenomorph from the films. And everyone is appalled and horrified by their new body, but they're happy with it. The only thing they're unhappy with is how people react to their body. That is a non-binary transition experience if I haven't fucking heard one. Hidden in a story about a scary alien. So much of queer history has been hidden inside fiction. And I would love to write a PhD on that. Like, oh my god, give me 2 years to write a fucking dissertation on that shit and do proper research into how to... I'm very familiar with this trend, this history within the West, but I'm not familiar with it outside of the West. Like, how does this... Is this a similar thing that takes place in Africa and the Middle East and Asia and the Scandinavian countries? I want to write a PhD on that shit. That's what I want to do. Like, oh my god, is it fascinating to look at how queer history has been connected to fiction. Not just in novels, but novels are a large part of it. And it is amazing to see just how much of it is there. Like, I love it. I get so passionate. I have autism, and my wife tells me that this is called info dumping. Anyway, let's talk to the king.
Welcome to Sentinel Wayfarer. If you've come about the docks, rest assured I already know. I regret that you visit during such times. But perhaps your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps the gods guided you here to help us fight the Withered Hand.
Who or what is the Withered Hand?
Necromancers, practitioners of the most vile magic, and the bane of the Alakir Desert. It has been many years since we faced such a threat. I hope the rumors about this group, the Withered Hand, were untrue. But today's events prove otherwise.
I get it, Withered Hand, because This old and decayed necromancy. Where did this weathered hand come from?
Several years ago, a diabolical necromancer named Satura led an army of undead against me. Satura was defeated, but the rumors suggest his sons have returned for revenge. They are calling themselves the Withered Hand.
And they're behind the attack on the docks.
Undoubtedly. But I suspect the attack at the docks is merely a feint. Though cleaning up that mess should remain our first priority, I suspect the Withered Hand is planning something even worse.
Okay. Ultimate question. How do we stop him?
That is the challenge I now face. The people of the Alakir Desert, even those in Sentinel, are superstitious. They believe that striking the dead carries a terrible curse. For them, it is an act of dishonor. That is why I need you, Wayfarer.
Fair enough. I'll help however I can. It's just sort of what I do. Anyway, yeah, how can I help?
Then your visit is fortuitous indeed. My own son, Prince Azar, has been investigating the rumors about the Withered Hand. He is a bright young man, but he needs help. First, though, I would ask you to inform General Thoda of what has befallen.
General Foda? I believe I met him in Alakir.
Yes, that is likely. General Thoda is my chief military advisor. He is also a practical man who places security above superstition. He is resting at his home after returning from Alkir, but I need his counsel on how to proceed.
Okay, I'll go speak to the General then. I don't have a Discord. Don't really plan on making one. I really had to downscale my social media because I was getting so fucking depressed just focusing on everything and all the notifications. Oh, honestly, something I'm learning as I'm getting older is less is more, especially when it comes to your mental health. Just taking that time to sort of, you know, do other stuff like reading, playing single player games, watching a bit of television, going for a walk. It's so much better than just sitting there on your phone. And like I have ADHD as well as autism. I'm very neurodivergent, would you know. And like something I've been doing is like if I watch something on telly, I will now put my phone down and focus on what's on the telly. And it's honestly, I think it's something that naturally happens. You start to slow down and take stuff in more as you get older. But that's the stage of my life I'm at. I'm not saying, look, if you want a double screen, triple screen, even quadruple screen, you know, go nuts. I don't want to yuck anyone's yum. But something I'm realizing as I get older is slowing down and just taking things like as they come and not trying to do multiple things at once is a more relaxed and enjoyable way to live life. So that's something I've sort of learned. So I've got rid of most of my social media. Literally, I just have a Blue Sky account now.
I know you from Allcare. You roughed up so many of my bravos. Tamriel is a small place, after all. I just returned from Allcare myself. Back in my chair, drinking my wine with my wife. Wait. Please tell me you're not here to disturb me.
Yeah, I kinda am. Keen Faharjad sent me... It's about the Withered Hand.
No! You realize what this means. Not one moment of relaxation, not one. And damn it, I thought this talk about the Withered Hand was just rumor. Are you sure this is true?
Yeah, they're the ones that summon the undead that are... Ungeg? They're the ones that summon the undead that are currently attacking the docks.
The Sentinel docks? The nerve. But it sounds like something those motherless dogs would do. I tell you, Uwafa and Alasan might just be more dangerous than their father.
Who are Uwafa and Alasan?
Uwafa and Alasan are the sons of that old bastard Satura. They're calling themselves the Withered Hand as a fear tactic. I knew them when they were boys. They're the same age as Prince Azar. Speaking of whom, we should inform him as well.
Yeah, the king did say that Azar has been investigating the Withered Hand.
Exactly. He knows more about this business than I do. That's for sure. If you'll go round up the prince, I'll have to find some way to explain to my wife why I'm leaving again. Then we can all meet at the palace.
Cool. Whereabouts in the palace am I going to meet you?
My guess is that he's with the girls at his seraglio by the north wall. I know what you're thinking, but it's not because the prince is some kind of ladies' man. The girls help him gather information. Perhaps he'll already know what's happened.
Fair enough. I'm going to go.
My hope is that Prince Azar might have a lead on where Uwafa and Halasan have set up their headquarters, or better yet, what they're planning next. Regardless, these are things we should discuss at the palace.
Hello, Prince.
I don't recognize you, but under the circumstances, I am pleased to make your acquaintance. If you are here to render aid, I can promise that you'll be well rewarded.
Hey, look, I'm just happy I found you, Your Highness.
Oh, so you do know who I am then? Did my father put you up to this? Has he been watching me? Well, I shouldn't be so accusatory. If he was tracking me, then I guess it turned out to be extremely fortunate.
Yeah.
I don't wish to sound ungrateful, but you should know that kidnapping me was just a distraction. The Withered Hand has been planning this for years. If only we heard the rumors sooner. At this point, I'm not sure we can stop them.
Stop them from doing what exactly?
Well, from tunneling into the impervious vault. This was just one of their attempts. It's a brilliant plan, really. The gates of the vault have been magically sealed for centuries, but underneath, the vault's apparently not so impervious.
So why would a bunch of necromancers want to break into a vault? Is it just money?
Undoubtedly, they hope to steal the Anse wards. With the wards, Uwafa and Alasan could become unimaginably powerful, and that would be disastrous. No matter the risks, we must try to stop them. Well, let's return to the palace and consult with my father.
Sure, I'm just going to untie you.
There's a ladder to the south that leads up into the city.
Word has reached me of what happened at the Seraglio. I should have seen this coming. Please, tell me you found Prince Azar, and he is safe.
Yeah, he's safe, unarmed, and I think he's outside.
I told Toda you'd come through. I had a feeling about you, right from the start. Tell me, though, where is Azar? And was this the extent of the Withered Hand's plot? Or do they presently plan some further insult to my family and my kingdom?
Your son, Azar, went to the impervious vault. He says they're trying to tunnel in. It's not so impervious from underneath. Turns out, only the doors are impervious. Really should have, sprung for the 360 imperviousness.
Blade's Edge. How could they? Would that actually work? If they get into the vault, they could steal the Anse wards. And then, we must hurry. We have to stop them at all costs.
Just tell me what I need to do.
I can take guards to the impervious vault, but we're going to need help from the Mages Guild. As much as I hate to admit it, only they know how to unseal the vault. Will you go to the guild for me, Wayfarer?
Sure thing. I am a Mages Guild member, so... Yeah, I'll go to the Mages Guild.
When you reach the Mages Guild Tower, speak to Gabrielle. She understands the need for discretion. I will meet you at the impervious vault. Tawaka watch over you, Wayfarer. Let us hope we can keep the Anse wards from falling into enemy hands.
Have you mentioned what the Anse wards are? They're...
Of course. If you were not raised here, you would not know. The Anse wards were created centuries ago. The first time necromancers threatened the people of the Alakir. They were created to protect us from the risen dead.
Yeah, they don't seem to be doing that very well.
Or perhaps the protections are not so evident. The Anse wards maintain our covenant with Tuwaka. If we consecrate our dead, those dead cannot be raised. Thus, the Withered Hand can raise only unconsecrated corpses.
So where are all the undead coming from then? Because there is a lot of them.
Our priests perform the consecration ritual at funerals. But if the corpse is lost, this is not possible. Additionally, Satora was also fond of murdering people and raising them right away. I assume the Withered Hand is doing the same.
So what exactly happens if if the Withered Hand manages to steal the Unsea wards?
It would be unthinkable. With the Unsea wards, the Withered Hand could raise our most honored ancestors. Legendary warriors who were heroes in life, but would be most terrible enemies in death. That is why they must be stopped.
Alright, I'll get right on it then.
Hey, I know you. We killed that crazy old necromancer together, Angoth. Remember that midnight talisman we used to break into Cathedral? I still can't believe that worked. So I don't suppose you need help with something fun like that.
Actually, I do. King Faharajad needs to break into the Impervious Vault.
Are you joking? I've been wanting to take a crack at that place ever since I heard the name. Wait a minute. Did Simone put you up to this? Why would the king want to break into the vault?
Necromancers are trying to steal the Unsea wards.
Necromancers? Unsay wards? Fascinating. Count me in. So we just need to break the seal? I know. Let's try this. Go to the bazaar and get Flamestock from Lucien and Worm's Headcap from Nineveh. Then meet me at the vault. This could work.
Cool. I'm on it. Did I just hear the Zelda theme? Was that in my head?
You'll need to bear more than water across the dunes.
I found you!
Make sure you have room for all that is needful.
Yes!
This is for Gabrielle, isn't it? She's a regular. In a city like Sentinel, we Bretons have to stick together.
Flame stalks. Tasty treats. They help with indigestion. For a lizard, at least. You're not a lizard. What do you need them for? For some spell with Gabrielle, I bet. And she doesn't even like lizards. Oh well, just take them. But she owes me.
What do you mean I'm not a lizard? Look at me! I very obviously am a lizard! Lizard! You know, I still haven't been down to the docks to actually see these undead.
Aha, perfect. Say though, you didn't happen to pick up a few giant's toes while you were at the bazaar, did you?
No, because you didn't ask me to. I do have everything you did ask me for, though.
That's fine. Giant's toes could make a bigger gap in the seal, but they're probably hard to find here anyways. These should do the trick, I think. Worm's head on top of the Flamestock, or Flamestock inside the worm's head.
Do you know what you're doing?
Oh, absolutely. It's only one person going in anyways. Without the giant's toes, I could only open the seal so far. Of course. Faharajad thinks that one person should be you. He wants to talk to you first, though. Go on up.
So no one else is going in the vault? Like, you aren't going in?
Sure. I just need a minute to think about how exactly to word this. Gotta, gotta... Go on, I'll be right up.
Sure thing, I'll go talk to the king. Was it the king I needed to talk to? I think it was the king I needed to talk to.
If we are too late, the implications are unthinkable for all of Alakir. I've prayed to Tuakas and even Akatosh. Though I do not hold them sacred, I will pray to the Yokudan gods as well, just in case.
Don't worry, Your Majesty. Everything will be okay. I mean, it won't be for a bit, but then, like, it will be for a bit.
Your hope is contagious, Wayfarer. I am pleased that your road has led you here. General Thoda is not a man of faith, but even he agrees your coming seems more than a coincidence. If only one of us can enter the vault, I think it should be you.
I'm willing to do it, Bo.
I cannot adequately express my gratitude. You must be careful, though. Azar believes the Withered Hand is far more powerful than we realized. Uwafa and Alasan in particular. If you see either of them, I suggest you exercise extreme caution.
Thanks for the concern, bro, but I got this. I've beaten 2 Daedric princes in a fight. Meiru's Dagon, and that other one, Morlag Baal. I remembered his name.
I pray that we are not too late to stop the Withered Hand. And with the same breath, I thank the gods for guiding you here. Tuwaka watch over you, Wayfarer. Here comes Gabrielle. Are you ready?
Yep, let's do this. Oh, by the way, I think that their plan...
Stand back, Your Majesty. I'm not sure how the vault will react.
I think that they actually want us to open it for them, and they haven't been tunneling in. This is all just a...
Worked. Go quickly. I don't know how long it'll stay open.
That's my theory, but I might be wrong. Like, there's a door that can't be opened, and we just...
Open into the vault. Stop them, fools.
Oh, I think I was wrong. Ooh. Oh my god, there's suddenly a lot of dead people. Probably should have done that after the fight. Oh. Like how I'm meant to be the only one in here, but I'm not.
You are not marked with the corruption of undeath, nor those that foster it. You are not aligned with them, are you?
Nope, I was trying to stop them, Bo.
You sought to protect the wards? Praise Tuwaka. That means there are still living those who oppose the menace of necromancy in the Alakir. Hearken closely then, for my spirit cannot abide here long.
Go on.
We sacrificed ourselves to create the wards, and through them we have protected the consecrated dead. But the wards have fallen into corrupted hands now, and we are powerless to stop them. You must recover the wards.
Fair enough. You just need to tell me where they are.
I do not know. My sight is weakened, and my presence is tied to my ward. They have taken it far from here. That is why I am fading. Find the wards. Bring them back. Tuwaka be with you.
Well, that went badly, didn't it? Catch me, Floor!
That took longer than I hoped. It's hard to be patient when I know the fate of my kingdom is at stake. Tell me you have good tidings. Or did they escape with the Ansei wards?
Oh, you're not gonna like it. Yeah, they got away with the wards, Bo.
Damn it all! Thoda said Satura's sons were dangerous. That's certainly true now. With the Ansei wards, they can raise an army faster than I can. We have to stop them. We have to send Uwafa and Alasan to join their father in oblivion.
Cool.
I've done everything in my power to avoid calling on the Ashaba. But I no longer have a choice. We must have their help to recover the Ansei wards. I would avoid contacting them directly, however. Will you be my envoy, Wayfarer?
Sure thing.
Thank you. Most of the Ashaba live together, wandering the desert, going gods know where. Track them down, and tell their leader Marima that the Alakir needs him again. We need the Ashaba to fight the Withered Hand.
Where should I start my search?
The Ashaba often spend this season camping at Morwa's bounty to the south. God's willing, perhaps they are still there. Marima sent his daughter to warn me of the Withered Hand. They wanted to help. I regret that I turned them away.
I will find them. I will ask them for help.
I hope I needn't remind you to keep this quiet. Rumors will spread about the Withered Hand, but we should try to keep the theft of the Ansei wards a secret. I have many political enemies who would try to turn this to their advantage.
Who doesn't? Anyway, is getting them to help going to be a problem?
Of course it will. But what am I to do? Allow my public image to endanger the kingdom? Sometimes a king cannot save his face and his people at the same time. Still, I would prefer we not shout our plans from the rooftops.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. What game makes me lose it the most? I'd like to think I don't lose it at games, but that's a lie. I've dealt with anger problems in my past. I naturally get very angry, and let's say that if I hadn't done anger management and learned to walk away, I would have definitely broken a few controllers and possibly a Steam Deck trying to complete Elden Ring. I don't enjoy being angry. I feel like I'm out of control. I'm not in control of myself, and that's a feeling that I don't like. I don't really want to go into the particulars, but I have PTSD, and a part of that is I hate feeling like I am not in control. I didn't break them because I learned to put the game down, go make a cup of tea, and then, you know, avoid things that trigger my anger. I would have broken them if I hadn't done anger management earlier in my life. But like I say, I don't like losing my temper. I don't like being drunk that much either because of the same reason, that I feel like I'm not in control. I'm not one of these Twitch streamers or YouTubers or whatnot that does the ah! Or the raw. Nah, fam, that ain't me. I like a chill time, you know? If I'm a drug, I'm not bath salts. I'm cannabis, you know? I'm from England, the south coast of England to be precise. And... oh, I don't sound like an American, do I? I've always thought I had a British accent. I mean, I grew up just outside of London, and something I've noticed is that my accent is slightly different to the people around me on the south coast, where I've lived now for the last... I moved down here when I was 29, I'm now 33, so over, you know, about 15 years I've been down here. And, like, there's stuff I'll say, like, if somebody is like, say I was talking to a mate and was like, let's go back home, I'd say, let's go back to the gaff. Like, that's just, let's go home, let's go back to the gaff. The gaff is a house, it's your house, your gaff. Just little things like that, people on the south coast don't say. Yeah, so, I'm not really one for MMOs. I love stories, and I love digging into stories and their worlds and understanding all of this stuff. I've tried playing MMOs with my wife. She is a big MMO fan. Like, she has played so many... So, I am on disability allowance, and I study with the Open University. It's currently the summer holidays, so that's currently how I'm managing it. Oh, cool. Thank you very much. I should have set up a thing. With the Twitch streaming, it's something I do for fun. It's not... I want to be an author. That's where I'm putting my effort. I'm currently working on writing my first book that isn't fan fiction. And, that's where I'm putting most of my effort right now. I've got this massive... it's in, oh my god, I forgot what the program's called. I'm going to have to open up the programs. I think it's Mindscape. But let's find out, eh? MindView. I've got this program called MindView. It lets you make mind maps and all that. And you can, like, link word, like... So you can click on a thing, it opens up, and then it's got, like, a thing at the bottom of the screen where it's got text. So you can put lots of information into, like, a mind map. It's really good software. Really cool. Oh my god. I've been building this up over the summer holidays. It is ridiculous. Oh my god. Like, I currently haven't got any... so this first book I'm doing is going to be a compilation of short stories just to sort of set up the world. Because I figure I don't want to write one big story in this world. I want to have loads of little stories in it so you get an idea of all of the different continents, all the different types of people that live there, all the different sort of, like, fantasy species. Oh my god, it's this document which is like my... So I can check it and make sure I don't get any plot holes or get anything wrong when I'm, like, writing stories and stuff, so I can check it all easily. But it's getting so big, and I want to write at least a few of them short stories over the summer holidays. That's where I'm putting most of my effort in work-wise.
Do they speak to you? Do you enjoy the feel of their cool scales against your cheek? Yes, you understand. I know you do.
I am an Argonian lady. I am a lizard. 1 sec. I'm getting a phone call.
I wish for you.
Okay, terribly sorry about that. Basically, there's been a bit of emergency, and I'm gonna need to boogie on out of here. It's half an hour earlier than I was intending, which isn't great, but we still had two good hours of streaming. I will most likely be back with Elder Scrolls Online next Tuesday. Yeah, I'm gonna do a highlight reel. So, hello YouTube. This is the highlight reel you're watching on YouTube. Hey, check that out on my YouTube. I'm gonna post it to my Blue Sky when I'm done. I think this was quite a fun stream, so you know, should be quite fun to edit as well. Anyway, I do need to go because there has been a bit of an emergency. I'm not getting into it for very obvious reasons. But, yeah, thank you very much for deciding to spend your time with me this evening. We've had some cool chats and some advice as well. You know, stream on the weekend. There's more people. I would, but, whenever my lovely wife is here, I want to spend time with her. And my wife is here at the weekends. So I'm going to spend my time with my beautiful, beautiful, amazing wife. Because I love her and she gives the best cuddles. And she's just sweet and goofy, and she's a silly little goofy goober, and I love her. So yeah, but I will be back next Tuesday. Yeah, follow if you're on Twitch, like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and hey, if you're watching this in the embedded video on Blue Sky, then I guess give me a follow and maybe like the post and leave a comment. Leave a comment on YouTube as well. Anyway, thank you very much. Cool. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.